Hi, I'm Rob Clarke of Coastal Marine Maintenance and Repairs. The waters off the BC coast are beautiful and pristine, and many vessels that travel these waters may call your harbour home. And some harbours have chosen to have a waste oil recycling shed installed for convenient disposal of their boaters' waste oil products. I've put together some useful information and some how-tos for operating a waste oil recycling facility in a safe, environmentally responsible manner. One of the most important aspects of operating a waste oil recycling facility is to have an environmental management plan in place. The EMP is a great document providing guidance for all regulatory requirements. It also lists monthly and annual inspection checklists. Included in the EMP is the emergency response plan. It lists what to do in case of an emergency spill, and it will have a map of all spill equipment throughout the harbour. Keeping a well-stocked spill kit nearby the oil shed helps in case of a spill. A large, oversized drum spill kit is a good choice. The design permits a full drum to be placed inside in case of a rupture. All tanks and sheds need protection from vehicle traffic. Bollards like these provide good protection and still allow easy access for users and disposal. Make sure there is clear and concise signage posted outside the unit with contact info for emergencies, as well as the standard safety signs. Before we go inside, we need to protect ourselves. A good set of overalls, some nice rubber gloves, and some eyeglasses for those unexpected splashes. Now we're ready, let's go in. Inside the shed, there will be a tank for the oil, either flat like this or a round one. The tank must have an Environment Canada identification number, as well as a Department of Fisheries and Oceans identification tag. There will also be room for many drums, as well as buckets and plastics. The tank will have a hopper and a screen, as well as a method to check the tank's integrity. Most tanks are double walled. There is either a vacuum gauge or an inspection port. The vacuum gauge shows the pressure between the walls of the tanks. If there's a change, you have a problem. An inspection port allows you to open it up and look inside for leakage. Now, let's start the disposal process. We've got buckets and filters. Oil filters only, these just simply get taken, placed upside down on the hopper screen, and allowed to drain. Buckets, have a look inside, determine the contents, and if it's appropriate, dump and drain on the hopper screen as well. Buckets with lids, they become a little bit more troublesome. Sometimes it's hard to get these lids off. You can unscrew the access lid to drain. I recommend that the harbour purchases a tool like this. It's known as a bucket breaker. It's got lots of tabs on it and a sharp knife for cutting the pull springs that attach a lid to the bucket. With this tool, you simply pry up around the edges and allows for easy access to remove the lid. Once the lid's off, put in the appropriate location and the bucket drains. If you're unsure of the contents of a bucket, remember, oil floats on water, so you can pour off a little bit until you get down to the water. Or you can get yourself a clear plastic tube, dip it into your bucket, seal it off, bring it up, and examine the contents. This waste oil facility has some nice clear instructions displayed, as well as some colorful stickers telling you where to put all your waste products. Once the buckets have drained, they should be stacked neatly and placed in the right spot. All plastics should be taken out of the hopper, put in their right spot. Oil filters, once they're drained, taken off and thrown into their drum. Any absorbent material like pads, rags, or booms needs to be taken and placed in its appropriate drum, ensuring the lid stays on tight. Bilge water, bad fuel, or antifreeze need to be placed into their drum accordingly. Providing a funnel keeps the spillage down. Remember, these tanks are for petrochemicals only, not vegetable or kitchen oils. A petrochemical is defined as any compound derived from petroleum refining. Contamination to your tank will result in costly disposal charges. As I mentioned, the EMP has annual and monthly inspection checklists in it. Ensure these get done and recorded. Providing a spot for your users to dispose of their oily waste is an environmentally responsible way to keep the waters off BC clean and pristine. I'm Rob Clarke of Coastal Marine Maintenance and Repairs.